Welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're visiting for the first time, I'm so glad you're here. My name is Sheridan and I'm a first grade teacher in South Carolina about to begin my 3rd year of teaching. Today's video is going to be all about something that I personally believe is not talked about enough in the teacher community, and it is all about teacher wellness. So if you're interested in hearing about how I incorporate teacher wellness into my life, keep watching. Dino kind of wanted to make a cameo here, so he's going to hang out with us today for this video. Alright everyone, so let's get into it. So this video is actually a collab. I'm looking down at my iPad because you know how I do. I always have my answers down on my lap on my iPad. But anyway, this video is a collab with Elizabeth from Teachin' with Positivity. She is a newer YouTuber, so definitely go check her out and give her some support. But I'm telling you, you guys will love everything that she is putting out there. She is making some moves in that teacher-tuber community, and I am so proud of her, and I'm so thankful to be able to work with her and really get into some things about teacher wellness. She came up with a list of 10 questions that I'm going to answer for you in the best way that I can, just because, like I said, teacher wellness is not talked about enough in my opinion. So a lot of these, there were a lot that I could say, but I wanted to answer it to the best of my abilities. So I hope that you enjoy this video, get some ideas for yourself, and then check out the other teachers' videos and see what they have to say about teacher wellness. So we're gonna get into it. All right, question number 1 is, what does physical wellness and mental health mean to you? By the way, I have my phone with the questions and my iPad with the answers. I'm a mess today. It's all right, we're gonna get through it. Well, anyway, so to me, physical and mental wellness is, I don't know if you guys have heard about the mind-body connection, but to me it is the mind-body connection. It is mind, body, and spirit. I think those are all aligned and intertwined. I feel like if something is not right in your mind, then your body is not going to really respond in an appropriate way either. But that whole connection is, to me, mental and physical wellness. And it's just a space, I guess, within myself where I am motivated and ready and charged up, if you will, to do what I need to do. If those 3 things, mind, body, and spirit, are not aligned in the way that they need to be, then in my opinion, or at least I know that I don't perform at my optimum level when I am thinking about something that is just stressing me out. My body reacts in a way where I'm just like freaking out a little bit, just all kinds of things can get out of whack. So for me, it's a mind-body spiritual connection where I am at an optimal level of performance, if that makes sense. Question number 2. So, question number 2 is, why do you think it is so important as educators and as people that we keep our own self-health in check? Oh, that is extremely important. I think we should keep our self-health in check so that we are able to manage ourselves, especially when life happens, because life does happen and things don't always go as planned, but we need to be able to manage ourselves in those situations. It could be anywhere from maybe a lesson doesn't go well, or you got observed and maybe you didn't get the score or the feedback that you had hoped for. You need to know to not stress over it so much. Of course, I need to take my own advice because I'm the type of person that does it and that thinks about it over and over again. But you need to be able to check your own self-health so that you can manage yourself in those challenging times, and in those times where life outside of school can get chaotic. I mean, there are a number of things that could go on in your life that happens outside of school that can affect your teaching if you are not taking those steps to make sure that you're checking in with yourself, making sure that you are taking time for yourself to recharge, rest up, and be ready for the next day. But I definitely think that you need to keep your self-health in check so that you can perform to the best of your ability. Question number 3. Name some of your favorite ways of staying physically active during the summer. I love working out. I work out almost every day, honestly. Now, last week I was in a car accident. Maybe many of you know this, but I was in a car accident, and it wasn't a bad wreck, but I was sore, and I was afraid to be lifting weights when my body was like that sore. So I ended up taking the week off, and then I just got back from Florida. So I was recovering from my wreck and then going to Florida for a family reunion. But I'm back now, and I am back to working out, but I generally work out every single day. My favorite thing to do is lifting weights, just because my favorite part of my body is my arms. Yes, I've got some guns there. But my favorite part of my body is my arms, and it just makes me feel strong, and I love feeling strong. When I feel strong physically and mentally, I can take on the day, and it just puts me in a good mood and puts me in a right mindset to get what I need to do done. Okay, number 4. Do you work out during the summer, and if so, what does your routine consist of? Or if you don't, what would you like to start doing to get yourself physically active? So like I said, I do work out. I lift weights. It's my favorite way to work out. I love to work biceps, triceps, all that arm work. I love upper body. I work out for about 30 minutes to an hour a day. Not every single day, 5 to 6 times a week. But it depends on the program that I'm doing. And if you're wondering, because I know someone's probably going to ask, I have been doing Beachbody workouts, and there are several different programs on the Beachbody website that you can choose from. I won't go into it too much. If you want me to talk more about it in another video, I certainly can. But yes, I've been doing the Beachbody workouts. They are fantastic, and I found a system that works for me with those workouts, and I plan to continue for as long as I can. Okay, question number 5. Do you believe that it is important that we all take a mental health day as educators every now and then throughout the school year? Why or why not? Okay, so I personally don't take mental health days. I never have, and it's not because I don't want to. I guess I just don't, because the way that our school year is built, we have like maybe a teacher work day or a student holiday at the right time where I'm feeling like I do need a little bit of a recharge. But I don't normally take off additional days. Now I went to Miami this past year for a conference, so that was something outside of work. I went on a cruise, that was just like a family trip. So I guess what I'm saying is I haven't taken a day off specifically to get away from the stress that teaching can bring. But I do believe that if you know your body, you know what it is that you personally need. So if you need to take a mental health day to recharge and remotivate yourself, I definitely think that you should. Because if you remember in the last video that I did about advice for new teachers, one of the last things that I said was that you cannot pour from an empty cup. You cannot give yourself to something and there's nothing to give. So think about your students and think about how much of a responsibility you have in educating them and being there for them. Well, if you're physically drained and there's nothing there, you're not going to get anything done, and it's not going to serve them. It's going to actually be a disservice to them. So if you are to the brink or on the edge of a breaking point, take that mental health day. Do what you need to do to be able to come back strong and ready to go. So definitely go for it. Okay, number 6. Name some things that you do to help relieve stress and unwind during the summer. Oh man, there's so many things. I exercise a lot pretty regularly. I love to drink hot tea. Matcha is a current favorite of mine, but I do like to drink matcha hot and cold. It tastes really, really good. I love to read. I'm currently reading Talk to Me. I'm actually almost done with it. Talk to Me by Ken Bearden. It's very good. I recommend that book. Watch TV, watch Netflix, and take a nap. Taking naps is just everything. But taking a nap is honestly my favorite way to relieve stress after a stressful day or to recharge after a stressful day. Naps are life. Okay, number 7. If you had an entire day to yourself this summer, describe what you would do to help relax and unwind and focus on you. Everything I just said in the previous question, basically, but exercise, drink hot tea, read, watch TV, take a nap, but also eating a good meal. I personally think that when you are eating healthy, and I'm not perfect, 80% of the time I try to eat a healthy meal or eat healthy as much as I can, but I think it's important to eat a healthy meal because I just think that if you eat right, your body feels good, your mind is clear, you're just ready to go. I mean, now I'm not saying don't have like a brownie or have your favorite comfort food, but I think that if you eat a healthy meal at least once a day, you're good to go. And this is kind of off topic, but a face mask. I love face masks. You can get them pretty much from any beauty supply store, anywhere that sells beauty supplies, but I love those. They're so hydrating to me, and I think that of course I wear all of my emotions on my face. I might say that I'm fine, even though you can see in my face that I'm not fine. So a face mask, I don't know, it just makes me feel, those always make me feel better when I've had a stressful day or I'm just really needing some energy. It re-energizes me. Question number 8. Any suggestions for our fellow teachers on what to do to help unwind the summer so that we can start the year in a positive mindset and motivated to go back? Again, I think that it all goes back to taking time for yourself, doing those things that you know you need to do in order to be motivated to start back. For me, that's personal care, that's mental health awareness. So again, exercising, drinking hot tea, all of those things that I personally like to do to recharge and unwind after a hard, stressful day, or just doing, I don't do a ton of things over the summer, so that just becomes habitual. And I feel like if you do that enough, you are going to come back into the school year in a positive mindset. So maybe start a routine. I know we're kind of in the middle of summer now, but if you watch this and you hear me say this, then I would say start a routine of self-care. So if you need to sleep in, do it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I sleep in all the time. Exercise, even if it's just going for a walk around the block or something like that. Maybe go drink some hot tea, read a book, watch TV, take those naps, go out with friends, go see a movie, go play a game, do whatever it is that you need to do. But if you set a routine of things like that, then you are going to feel more ready to start the school year. And also, I know a lot of us are working on projects for our classroom, just ways to spruce up our classroom and just things that we want to do to get ready for the school year. I would say if you have projects to work on for your classroom this summer, space them out so that you're not doing a bunch of things at one time, and because you definitely don't want to get overwhelmed. That's the opposite of what we want to do. Space them out so that you can get them done without feeling so much pressure. And to me, when you make small goals at like small little goals per day, like a certain number of those, you end up feeling accomplished because you did everything without overwhelming yourself. So definitely try those things. Okay, we're almost done. Question number 9, how do you mentally and physically prepare yourself during the summer for the next school year? Like I said in, I guess, question number 8, definitely set a routine for yourself so that you can come back into the school year feeling good. So a routine of self-care, whatever that is for you, whatever that looks like for you. I am very spiritual. I pray all the time. I pray for my classroom. I pray over my students. So if that's something that you do, definitely look into doing that. And one little tip, start drinking your emergency early, those little packets that you can put in water, because I don't know, I never thought I would be someone that would get sick, but last year around, like right after I got back from my cruise, I had the flu, but I also lost my voice a lot last school year, so definitely take care of your immune system, start drinking that emergency early, and hopefully that will work. I'm gonna start doing that soon so that I can kind of get my immune system ready and hopefully not to have to be out as much due to being sick. And number 10, I can't believe I'm already done. Number 10, if there is one thing that you could change about yourself mentally or physically to help make yourself a better you, what would it be, and how can you start obtaining it starting now? Well, a big thing that I tend to have an issue with is remembering to stop if I need to. So I am the type of person who just likes to get things done. I make a list. I like to mark everything off of a checklist, but I don't take breaks. I am all about just getting it done, but then by the time I'm done, I'm worn out, when I could have just taken a break and I probably would have finished faster because I would have had like 10 to 15 minutes to myself where I wasn't thinking about it. But when I'm go like that, by the time I get to maybe those last 2 or 3 things on my list, I'm like, okay, done, and then I don't finish. So I think it's important to remember to stop and take breaks whenever you need to, so that you are not so overwhelmed with what it is that you have to do. I think as teachers, we are naturally in our minds feel like we have to get everything done before we go home or get everything done before we rest. But rest is a part of that self-care, and I think that if we just, I guess, recognize that rest is a good thing, we can get everything done. So I definitely think that resting and taking breaks is something that I need to work on. So I am pledging to take breaks in between different things, that in between my to-do list, so that I can refocus and be able to finish the things that are on my list of things to do. Alright everyone, well, we have come to the end of this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also, don't forget to give Elizabeth from Teaching with Positivity a follow, a subscribe. Go check her out, her Instagram page. She came up with some really awesome questions, and like I said, I hope that I answered these questions the best way that I could, and I think it's probably because teacher wellness isn't really talked about enough, so maybe I wasn't really sure how to answer those questions, but I hope I did to the best of my ability, and I hope that you give the other teachers in this tag, I hope that you take a look at their videos too and see what they have to say. I hope it inspires you to take care of your mental health so that you can be the best you can be for your students this coming school year. So I look forward to seeing you in my next video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye!